Okay, dear students, today we will learn about lateral shift, and by using Snell's law we prove incident angle is equal to emergent angle. So here you can see one rectangular glass slab. Okay, one ray is passing to air medium to glass, and then again glass to air. Okay, so there are mainly three medium. First one is a air. Okay, air, it's my first medium, air. Okay, medium 1. Okay, so here we denoted as a eta 1. Okay, it means refractive index. Now it's a medium 2. Okay, and it is a glass. Okay, medium 2 is denoted as a eta 2. And third one is again air, medium 3. Okay, it's denoted as a eta 3. Okay, so here eta 1 and eta 3 are same. Now, okay, we give name rectangular glass slab A, B and C, D. Okay, so first we write, so here eta 1 is equal to eta 3. Why? Because both are same medium and it is air. Okay, and refractive index of air is 1. So eta 1 is equal to eta 3 is equal to air. It is equal to 1. Now AB. Okay, so AB is a separating boundary of two media. It means here air and glass. Okay, now what's about CD? So CD is also separating boundary of two media, and it's a glass to air. Now in this figure it is our incident ray. Okay, let us give name here E and F. Okay, so here it is incident point. Let us take name O. Now if we make angle, then we draw one normal. So here I give name N dash. Okay, now when this incident ray is coming from air to glass, then is refracted. Okay, so here let us take name X and Y. So XY is refracted ray. Now at point O there are two angles. Okay, there are two angles. Let us name first one is a I1 and second one is a R1. So I1 is known as an incident angle and R1 is known as a refracted angle. Now this refracted ray XY is again coming from glass to air. Okay, so here again one incident point. Let us take name O dash. Here it is normal, so normal we give name M dash, and now here again refraction is done. Okay, so let us first we give name G and H. Okay, so when second time refraction is done, it's called as a emergent. So GH is a emergent ray. Now here at a normal, okay, O dash point, there are make two angle. The first one, let us take name I2. Okay, it is also refracted angle. Why? Because R1 and I2 both make are in same medium. It means glass. Now here let us take name R2. Okay, so R2 is known as a emergent angle. Now we write all the nomenclatures. Okay, so first we start is a EF. So what is a EF? EF is a incident ray. Okay, incident ray. Now what's about N dash? It is a normal. Okay, normal at AB surface. Now XY. So XY is a refracted ray. Okay, then let us talk about angle. Okay, so I1 is known as a incident angle. Now R1, so R1 is known as a refracted angle. Okay, now for about I2, so I2 is also refracted angle. And dear students, you can see in this figure R1 and I2 both make in same medium. So here I2 and R1 both are same. Okay, now GH. So GH is known as a emergent ray. Now R2. So R2 is known as a emergent angle. Next, okay, M dash is a normal at CD. Okay, it is a normal at CD. Now first we apply Snell law at a surface AB, and then we apply Snell law at surface CD. Okay, so here what is Snell law? So it is nothing but here you can see it is a eta 1 sine theta 1 is equal to eta 2 sine theta 2. Okay, so it is a Snell law. So if, dear students, we apply this Snell law at AB surface, so you see here eta 1, so okay, again here also eta 1. Now what's about theta 1? So here it is our I1. Now eta 2, okay, so eta 2. Now what's about theta 2? So theta 2 is equal to R1. Okay, for AB surface. Now if, students, we applied at surface CD, now what is our eta 1? Very good, it is a eta 2. Okay, at CD surface eta 2 is our eta 1. Now theta 1 is equal to I2. Okay, I2. Now what's about eta 2? So eta 2 is equal to eta 3. And what's about theta 2? So theta 2 is equal to R2. Okay. Okay, so here we apply Snell's law. Okay, we apply Snell's law first for AB surface. Okay, so what is a Snell law? It is a eta 1 Sin theta 1 is equal to eta 2 sin theta 2. Okay, so now here if we applying this AB surface, then eta 1 is equal to eta 1, but sin theta 1 is equal to I1 and eta 2 is equal to eta 2, but theta 2 is equal to R1. Okay, earlier we already discussed, okay students, refractive index of air is 1, so eta 1 is equal to 1 sin I1 is equal to eta 2 sin R1. Okay, why? Because eta 1 is equal to 1. If we simplify, then we get eta 2 sin R1 is equal to sin I1. Okay, so it is our equation number 1. Now we applying Snell's law for CD surface. Okay, so first we write Snell law. What is Snell law? Eta 1 sin theta 1 is equal to eta 2 sin theta 2. But when we discussed about CD, then here our first medium is glass. Okay, so glass medium is denoted as a eta 2. Now what's about theta 1? So is equal to I2 is equal to, now what's about eta 2? Is air medium, it means eta 3. What's about theta 2 is known as a R2. Okay, again here you can see eta 2 sin I2 is equal to, now eta 3 is also air medium, so the refractive index of air is 1, so here 1 sin R2. Okay, so if we simplify, then we get eta 2 sin I2 is equal to sin R2. Okay, now earlier students we discussed, you can see in this figure. Okay, you can see in this figure R1 and I2 both are same. Why? Because it's made in a glass medium, and also you can see here, okay, it's like Z angle. So here it is R1 and here it is I2. Okay, so here I2, instead of, we can write I2 is equal to R1 is equal to sin R2. Why? Because I2 is equal to R1, because both angle are made in same medium. Okay, so we get this equation number 2. Okay, now observing equation number 1 and equation number 2. Okay, so we can say that from equation number 1 and equation number 2, okay, LHS is same, so we can say that sin I1 is equal to sin R2. Now here equal sign, both function are same, so we can say that I1 is equal to R2. Now what is our I1? It is a incident angle. And what's about R2? So R2 is emergent angle. Okay, so here we prove incident angle is equal to emergent angle. Means in this figure, okay, in this figure you can see I1 and R2 both are same. Okay, I1 and R2 both are same. So incident angle is equal to emergent angle. It means here direction is not changed, but only shifting is done. Okay, look, it is our original position of the ray. So you can see it's shifted. Okay, why is shifted? Because of rectangular glass slab. That's why, dear students, we call it's a lateral shift. Okay, so it is our provement of lateral shift. Okay, thank you for showing this video. If you like, then share, subscribe. Thank you so much.